Hi guys, welcome to another video. Apologies about the sound. I haven't got my headset today. I left it at home. But yeah, I'm sure you can hear me, but you may have noticed I've got my heat pad here, which means I've got another tablet to work on. So I've got an iPad here, which is an A2197. I think that's an 8th gen. And a customer has popped it in and said it's not charging. So I said, okay, let's have a look. So I've got my charger and I've plugged it in, and so when you put one of these chargers in, usually there's a bit of tension there just to hold it in place. Now the battery's flat. You can see it's asking for me to connect the charger, so when I try and do that, I've got nothing. So I assume that the actual socket has gone in. Now why that is, I have no idea. Maybe it's been repaired before. There's a bit of sticky stuff there. So I'm going to put my heat pad on to 80 degrees and leave it on there for a few moments, probably 10 minutes, and I'll be back and then we'll continue with the video. Right, that's had 10 minutes on there. It's cooking nicely. So let's take get the pad out of the way. So if somebody else wants to use it, they can. Put it over there. Now this should come off quite easily because it's not original. I know that because there's some sticky stuff sticking out there. And I'm sure. I'm going to start from bottom right, just there. Yeah, that's coming off dead easy. And I don't not even use any of the alcohol. As you can see, just sliding it out slowly. Yeah, I mean that is not very good. So someone's had a go before, and my inkling is that they haven't put the screws in to the actual socket. Or they've popped out, one of the two. It is a mess. It's dusty. You can see they've used it's obviously an aftermarket screen, which is fine, but they've not used the correct bonding. I wouldn't use the original bonding that comes with the screen that you get off, I don't know where you buy them from, eBay or Amazon, wherever you can get them from yourselves. I get them from my suppliers. But I've just, well, while I was talking to you, I'm on autopilot, but you can see just there, there's a screw just there, and the socket is well and truly out of place. I don't know where the other screw is. We'll find it, I'm sure. Or that was pretty straightforward, taking the glass off. So what we'll do now, we'll take off the LCD. What I'm actually going to do before I take the LCD off, I'm going to actually test the charging connector is okay. I mean, it's possible it's knackered, and that's why whoever's been using it has been pushing it in, trying to get it to work, and the actual socket was damaged in the first place. And they've been a bit aggressive with it and pushed the socket through. So what I'm going to do is, to get the charger, I'm going to push the socket in from this side. I'm going to hold it into position and see if we get anything on the screen. And there you go. You can see that the actual socket is absolutely fine. I'm going to move it around just to see it stays on. That looks fine to me. It's just a matter of a loose screw, and I have just noticed where the other screw is. So yeah, that has definitely been deployed. You can see it. Normally you'd have to slice that out, and they've actually put, that's fine. Let's get the LCD connector off and the digitizer connectors. So all I'm going to do now is take the LCD connector off like so, get this kind of charger first. So the LCD connector off, like so, and put that to one side. It is very dusty. Take off the home button. I don't know if that's genuine. It doesn't look genuine, so I assume the fingerprint doesn't work. I mean, it's all, you can see it's all butchered there, but it works. I'm not going to mess around with that because I don't want to make anything worse than what it is, so leave it as it is. And the other screw, I thought it was a screw, but it's not. So I think this has had a new flex put in at some point, because this has all been taken out. Or it's had a new chassis at the back. I don't know, but I'm going to check if there's anything under here. The actual coax cable has been a bit of a, that's okay, yeah, so we've got a screw missing. I should have a spare screw knocking about somewhere. So I'm going to put the screw that we managed to take out, put it back in. There's one screw there, and you will find that there's two screws. So there's one just there and one on that side. Let me check on the digitizer if the screw is anywhere stuck to something. Nope, nothing there. And there's nothing on the screen either. So I'm just feeling around. Anywhere else? No, there's no screw anywhere. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to remove the old glue. I need to get another screw for this side, which is in my tray on my other desk. I'll just go and get one. So I've got another screw here. I'll put that in there now. That will secure the socket in place. And that is knocked. Make sure the one's nipped up as well. I'll quick look for the other screw again. It's not there anywhere. No, nothing here. No. So we're good. I'm going to actually now apply the tape. Pretty straightforward. I do need to take the glue off the actual screen, the digitizer as well, because I'm not happy with that. So we'll just apply that there. And just cut into the corner. That goes there. Oh, that's too thick. That's for the bottom, do the bottom end. And as you've maybe seen in my previous videos, I just tape this part here where the flex connectors go in. I use a glue, special glue that we use, and that actually is a little bit stronger. It holds down the digitizer in place a bit stronger than the actual tape. So I don't want it lifting out at all. That will make sure it's always secure. Maybe the other side. Doesn't take too long. It's quite a straightforward repair. A nice one for a change. Some of them I've had in recently have been an absolute pig to do. But there you go. So now what I need to do is take off. Just going to separate the digitizer and the glass, put the glass LCD over there for now. And take off the old glue off the digitizer. I'm just going to hairdry this off now, the old bonding off the old digitizer, and then I'm going to give it a nice clean. It looks original actually, because normally some digitizers, the original digitizers, do come with the foam, the dustproof foam that's around the digitizer. I have, yeah, but the tape doesn't look original, which is a bit strange. Yeah, it doesn't look original at all. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm just going to crack on with it, and I'll hairdry everything off back in a moment. Just going to clean up the LCD now with a bit of alcohol. There's a few fingerprints on it now, and dust marks, dust everywhere. So just give it a quick clean. I'll do the other side as well, so I can see if there's any more dust inside. Because the last thing you want is a dust speck on the inside of the screen, and after you've bonded it down, and it's an absolute nightmare. Especially the tape I use is really strong, so you heat it up again and take it off. Otherwise you may crack the digitizer. So I'm just going to put it like this. Some marker on there. It's actually got a screen protector on it. So I might have to use some other type of cleaner. Alcohol is not going to do the trick on this occasion because it dries up too quickly. The alcohol, yeah, it's not coming off, but I do think that is fairly clean. Yeah, that looks okay to me. I'm going to get another cleaning product and do it a bit more. Wipe that down. Yeah, that's a lot better. This gets before the grime, which the alcohol cannot. That seems to be fairly clean. I'm going to use another cloth now, just to make sure not to bring anything else to the party. Now use alcohol as a final clean. Okay, now I'm happy with that, so I'm just going to put that to one side before I put the screen on. The screen's pretty bad as well. There's dust marks everywhere actually from the previous repair. Actually, the glass is pretty badly marked. There's not much I can do with that, to be honest. That's clean enough. I ain't gonna get it better than that. No, it is pretty much spot on now. So let's put that to one side. Digitizer. Give it one quick blast of some air. Now let's line up. The part I hate the most about doing these jobs is lining up the digitizer. With that one, it's pretty straightforward. Has that clicked into place? I think it has. Yes, it has. That one's okay. That one seems fine as well. Or does it? Yeah, we'll see in a moment. So before I bond it down, I will test the digi and make sure everything functions correctly. So I will need to, what I should have done actually was keep it on charge while I was doing some of the jobs like the cleaning of the frame and stuff, but never mind, I'll leave it on charge. Once it fires up, I'll test it and then we'll go through and stick it all down. So I will be back in a few moments. Okay, that's come on now. Now the digi, because it's flicking, so I don't think one of the connections is in correctly. So let's just unplug it for now. Bonding's getting in the way on this side, so just lift it carefully out. I think this side is in properly. Yeah, see, that's not in correctly. That seems a bit better now, so it shouldn't be shaking. There you go, that's fine. And now the digitizer is pressing itself, so I don't know what the issue is now. There you go, that's charging. It's saying unavailable, saying 5 minutes remaining, so we'll come back in 5 minutes. That seems to be fine now, so what I'll do is I will make sure that I'll put the passcode in. I'll make sure everything works as it should, and then I'll come back and we'll go ahead and bond it down. Let's have a quick test of it all. That seems to be okay, so far so good. Looks good. Just grab an icon, just move it around. Done nothing to the flex, so it should be all fine. I'm quite confident. I don't need to test everything out. This one's okay. And I'll go ahead and bond it down. As you can see, the percent is now at 6. It was 0 before. So that's another job successfully done. It's always a buzz, no matter how many of these devices that you do, especially when it's an easy repair and you think, yeah, man, you know, that's just made my day. Normally get some really nasty ones, and I'm not in the mood today for those. So now let's go ahead and bond it down. The glass is, for me, the glass is clean enough. There is there's a couple of specks. Now I don't know whether that's under the, I've actually got a screen protector on here as well. I don't know whether that's under the screen protector or it's the glass. So I'm just going to put some alcohol in this cloth and just give the inner side of the digitizer a quick clean. And that should get rid of, and there's a bit of dust here as well. There you go, that will be okay now. Lift off the tape, the double-sided tape. I haven't cut that side, but I'll do it afterwards. I couldn't do it now, but I'll do it too late now. I forgot to take it off, so normally do it while it's in the screen, well, on the frame, without any glass or screen attached. So I'll have to do it from outside. I'll do that later. Let's get this tape glass on. Let's give it another quick clean. Just made it worse. That's the problem when you go around doing things. You do it again and you think, oh, why did I touch it? Okay, I'm fairly happy with that now. And get a fresh cloth and just, yeah, there's nothing squeaky clean now. That's perfect. That's good, good. As Jim Carrey would say. One of my favourite comedians. I was watching his movies Dumb and Dumber. And kind of films fantastic. So I've got the glue, which I'm going to just apply now. just put it along the frame. Oops, that's on my table now. Put it along the frame, and we will be almost there. I'll put a little bit there. I'm going to go round. Sometimes you get a bit of glue residue lands on the screen. That's really annoying. What I haven't done, you may have noticed this because I've been waffling on too much today. I haven't actually screwed down the plate. You may have noticed, may not have noticed, but anyway, I did. So, see, I've got one eye and a cup of tea, which is just over to my right. So let's screw in the plate first of all. Let's put that in. Get the screw in your hand like so, do one side. Don't nip it in too tight, make sure you line it up properly. So I've got 2 screws there now. There's one just here. Put that one in. And then I can nip in, tighten up the other side. You don't want to go too tight, just snip it up because you'll damage the actual nut that's on the board. It can, if you're too aggressive, it can just come away. This is Apple, by the way. Nothing's 100% top quality with the stuff. These things have been designed to be difficult to work on, so the average person thinks, do you know what, I'm actually just going to get a new one. Not going to bother repairing it because the costs can be quite expensive to do. That's the last one. Right, quick blast of air. Do that. And now I'm going to line up the screen and make sure it all lands into place. Just going to show you that. There's a bit of glue on the screen now because I've got some here. That's fine. That's great. I'm absolutely happy with that. No issues whatsoever. So thank you for watching. Another job done. I hope it helps you out. You never know, you might have a similar problem and you'd be faffing about trying to find out what it is, but I've just shown you what things that we do get on a daily basis. I can't do all videos, all the things that we repair every day. I'll be here all day just editing. I even edit at home, to be honest, in the evenings when I get a bit of spare time, and then upload the stuff at night. So yeah, that's been applied quite nicely. There's a bit of extra glue there which I want to take off. Some more alcohol on there. Get rid of that glue. And I'll just tape it down, and that should be another job done.